What'll it be? Always a pleasure.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
Access granted.
An emergency. I suggest... Don't interfere, sir.
Welcome to Lim International. Providing
Dr. Chechery, call 217.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
217.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Listen, I probably don't know any more about this than you do.
I hope they brought in enough police to handle the rioters.
We've got some serious police brutality
How can
going
any
on here.
sane people
The footage from those news reports looks...
live life through mechanical augmentation?
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just... Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually...
Oh.
You don't have to get uppity just because I don't agree with you, miss.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers.
He doesn't want you to better yourself. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction
Just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions.
You want to get augmented?
It's like he thinks human
Oh,
development
no. I'm sorry, but we're not going to let you.
I don't want any
This whole
trouble.
situation is
let
out
go.
of control.
That
They're
brilliant
treating
Taggart
people
is
like guinea pigs and playing.
He's right.
Agreed.
Runaway
And do you
technology.
know how it's going to influence legislation?
What a peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Well, there have always been nuts like Taggart trying to stop human progress.
Jensen, don't know how welcome
The
someone
convention
like you
center
will
has
be
been
here.
quiet all
What's
night.
your step?
I expect it to stay that way. Understand?
I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is gonna come out of his shell and take...
Bill is really changing the world for the better.
Or changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their minds.
This is the end for your kind, all. You think they would actually work and not just sit there?
Hello.
Don't go looking to start trouble in here.
What about the air vents?
You're kidding, right? Have you seen the size of those vents?
You got a problem, Og? You shouldn't be here, sir. What's that? What are you doing here? Cost letters posted.
Yeah.
Got a pass?
Yeah. Backstage area is completely blocked off. Even the janitor can't get back right now.
What about the air?
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that.
My heart goes out to you. Perhaps it's best that you came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You need it to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering. You're trying to find someone else to blame for the emotional trauma you experienced when you woke up from that surgery and discovered you were no longer quite human.
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Well, of course, justice is very important to me, naturally. What I question is whether or not you're on the right path to find it. What is it you're truly looking for here? Absolution? A return to the feeling of control you lost when your limbs were taken from you? Do you think coming here today and casting me as your enemy will help you achieve that?
I don't have to make you my enemy, Taggart. Your actions speak for themselves. You started the anti-augmentation movement, and now anti-augmentation terrorist groups are making headlines every day. You always say Humanity Front isn't violent. But look outside. We're seeing proof that it is.
I speak out against it, but I just can't get it to stop. I founded Humanity Front to prevent others from suffering the way I suffered after an augmentation addict murdered my wife. I did it to reduce the amount of violence in this world, but you cannot understand such an approach. That's why you falsely claim my people are involved in terrorist acts. You're mistaken and you're lying.
Who's the one showing disrespect to your wife's memory right now? You chose to be responsible for everyone underneath you the day you chose to be the boss. Sandoval launched an attack on Seraph Industries, and you're hiding him from me? You're no better than he is.
You impertinent son of a... Mr. Jensen, if you knew Isaiah Sandoval as well as I do, if you knew the core of his being, in spite of his family history, you too might fight tooth and nail to defend him as I have. But you're right. If he has done something regrettable, then the truth needs to come out, whatever it may be. I'll show you where Isaiah is. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Taeyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN to tour
Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isolay, and Seraph Industries. The footage sparking the riots
I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better
Shouldn't be here, sir.
On maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at
Turn this
all
off,
times.
man. Why?
We
Don't you
invite
want to know what's
critics
going on out
and
there?
members
Just can't
of the
watch these
UN
cowards
to
with
tour
masks
our
throwing
facilities
rocks.
firsthand.
I believe in their cause, though.
They will find
I don't
nothing
feel
but
like being a
order,
slave to a bunch of
progress,
super soldiers in
and
5
moral
years.
responsibility.
Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United Nations court. This is Eliza Kassam reporting to you live from Picus. Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isolate, and Centrum. CEO of Taiyong Medical Corporation commented on the images.
I want the world to know that we at Taiyong
Any idea how long before the speech is over?
Not too long now. I'll escort Taggart backstage, and you make sure nobody tries to sneak in.
I'll take a walk and make sure everyone else is in position.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm happy we don't have to go out there.
Let's get him! Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard...
Any idea? idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling. Down a little. Police have cleared the streets. Anyone there? If anyone's here, come out now!
I think you're seeing things.
What?